The return of my coin lady channel brings me much joy. From Blue Hawk mythology, I must begin. The XRP network experiences a tremendous 50% drop as 101,081 active addresses disappear. This is what they're getting at. They had an influx of new investors, and now they're all going away. In a nutshell, that is the answer. I suppose the feeble ones are being swept away. You know, I had a lot of calls from folks I spoke to about crypto after Trump's victory, but I haven't heard much from them since. Occasionally, they'll phone to complain about how XRP's price is plummeting, and I have to tell them that the price will do a complete U-turn from here. However, there are those who simply fail to comprehend. This is the moment, they think, as they enter this area. Then it really starts to fly. And the majority of the time, they put all their eggs in one basket, only to be caught off guard when the market suddenly shifts, experiences some sideways movement, or dips. They aren't prepared for it, having never experienced anything like what we have. Even though XRP wallets and activity are going down right now, when XRP starts making a comeback, all those people will be back in a flash due to FOMO, or fear of missing out. The source of this is smoke. Just move to a different system, like blockchain, when things start to go awry. Central bankers aren't sitting on their hands to implement blockchain technology, according to the Bank of Canada. When the time comes, they will have everything in place to transition the system to a digital framework, and they have documented it. Even UK banks are not an exception. They are also experiencing problems. Since the technology isn't yet ready to handle real-time payments, and since their acceptance rate is so low, I anticipate even greater obstacles with implementing a real-time payment system. I predict that will continue to rise throughout 2025. And that they will need to make the transition to a new system to accommodate the influx of users. To prevent a repeat of the financial crisis of 2008, the government will make every effort to alter the financial system. Their reset plans, the central bank's plans, will be introduced at some point. The question is when. Problems are on the horizon, and the central banks are aware of this. The initial discussion about CBDCs revolved around the idea of transitioning to a completely digital system. Humans will also have no say over the digital system. Running on artificial intelligence, it will be completely automated. You will observe these cryptocurrency projects, motivated by utility once that transition takes place. Their value will simply increase exponentially. Everyone is eagerly anticipating that. When will it take place? Given the current state of affairs, it is clear that all nations are racing to catch up to one another. This nation aspires to surpass that nation. Everyone is trying to get ahead of the curve, and that's altering the timeline. It's like a currency war, but it's also a digital war, a technology war, an AI war. To begin with, when I started creating videos in, 2022, everything was completely static. It is currently 2030. By 2027, I anticipate that everything will be operational, as it appears that you could delay the launch by at least 3 years, starting from 2030. It will come with 2 rails. In addition to a fiat rail, you will have a completely digital rail by that point. To be sure, the fiat rail will eventually fade away, and in its place, a crypto rail will emerge. The crypto rail will be utilized by those who were astute enough to invest in the cryptocurrency. Then you will have amassed a considerable fortune. A plan to establish a trust that would hold XRP is now being considered by the SEC, determining whether XRP qualifies as a security and whether adequate safeguards are in place to avoid market manipulation are 2 of their primary concerns. The conclusion is grounded upon precedent and legal standards from previous cases, such as SEC versus Ripple Labs. I don't see why the SEC is looking at this when the Ripple case is ongoing. The latter is meaningless. A verdict has been reached in that matter. Even XRP is no longer relevant to the case. All eyes are on Chris, Brad, and Ripple now. However, it is evident from their language that they intend to build a foundation based on the Rippleverse SEC case. This will enable them to apply the same structure to other cryptocurrencies. We're just waiting for everything to wrap up. This comes from Wrath of Con Man. Great image regarding XRP in circulation by Ripple partner and investor SBI Holdings in this February report. Nice to see escrow down to 40% burn portion, not quite to scale though. That burn portion right here is likely to climb. As more and more transactions are happening, we're going to see a lot of XRP go. There will be a lot of XRP stashed away. But word on that escrow is spreading like wildfire. Everyone is concerned about the escrow, and now some are claiming that Ripple could terminate the escrow at any moment. That is not the way it is done. Every month on the 1st, Ripple has access to 1 billion XRP, just like today. The escrow has been decreasing in size over time, and will continue to do so going forward, but if they obtain access to it, a lot of the XRP gets locked back in. Ripple intends to use the XRP for future acquisitions, and for institutional adoption as well. All things considered, XRP is the hub of the Ripple business model. The Ripple platform is built around the XRP token. Ripple is supposedly abandoning XRP, according to what I've read. At the heart of everything Ripple does is XRP, yet right now they only care about RL and USD. Banks, payment processors, and other financial organizations are among their most important business associates. You can see the value propositions there for digital asset exchanges and the Center for Financial Institutions, which target institutional users rather than retail clients. Ripple isn't doing anything with a retail focus. Things change, though, when it comes to initiatives that use the XRP ledger. Those are optimized for the retail sector. That is the key that will unlock future passive income opportunities for us. And Tremor, I anticipate further pivots from them in the future, as they have already done so many times. Right now, the XRP community is having a blast. You may now find the January 2025 RL/USD Reserve Attestation Report online. There has been no major RL/USD burning, and the market cap has grown steadily since introduction, reaching $130 million. RL/USD is still highly collateralized. Companies that are subject to regulation cannot deramp. Evidently, it's over-collateralized, not by much, but still enough to fail an audit, and this is only the beginning of what will turn out to be a major issue. That's why the US will audit Ukraine using RL/USD breaking DOSH, or something like. It is time, according to Elon, to discover what became of the hundreds of billions of cash that were delivered to Ukraine. I believe Tether was involved in the money laundering scheme, and further ahead, everything will be completely clear, as you know from what occurred with Trump and Zelensky. Everything will now be open and auditable. Tether will fail miserably in the US market for this and other reasons. Seeing my video is an honor. Thank you for watching my channel and for subscribing. I will see you later.